All right. This is it, right? 5 people? Yeah, that's right. Whenever you're ready, Doc. The head honcho. Hobos. Ah, I did save the day. Mm-mm. Uh-oh.
And everything kind of stops clanging around, all the weapons and everything. You kind of see a couple of the I'm just gonna call them convicts poke their heads back out of their tent and kind of see what's going on. Like, is it safe to come out yet? Because they all dove for their tents like immediately, and Torvar decided to just kind of look up and see what was going on.
That sounds like something Torvar would do.
Absolutely.
So technically, I didn't think about that when I gave you the level up. Well, yeah, never
So
mind.
do you want us to apply the level up now or wait until we rest?
Let's just
Apply level up
let's
minus
wait till
health
we
gain?
rest. Yeah, well,
Okay.
let's wait till we rest, and we'll just kind of ballpark. I don't know if it'll actually matter. If it does, we'll figure something out.
Okay.
That was my fault for not telling you to wait for a long rest. It was an oversight. Couple more of the convicts poke their heads out, and now a couple of them are starting to like make their way over to the carnage that is this giant eagle dead on their doorstep. It's essentially they're kind of ever so slowly.
If I remember right, Roki was basically almost dead. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't show here because I leveled up, but pretty
Right.
sure I was almost dead. So I'm gonna
Torvar
sit
and
down
Roki, I
on
know,
a
were both
rock
okay.
and
Gotcha.
just think.
A couple of the braver village of convicts kind of they're eyeing all of you, but essentially go straight for the rock and begin to like immediately start to pick at some of the feathers. They start to like at the breast, they're starting to already cut off chunks of meat and kind of scavenge what they can from the bird. Let's see here. Torvar, I think you were pretty hurt too, but what are you guys doing in this?
Yeah, I did get
couple
pretty
minutes,
hurt.
basically?
I'm not too hurt. Never mind.
Call the ambulance, but not for me.
I mean, I don't. It's it's not great, but
Oh,
Sure.
I gotta level up.
Yeah, did you actually level up?
No.
that's what I'm
Dude.
saying. Are we leveling up now? Sorry, I was distracted
So-
by Shy's complaining.
You can level up if you want, but basically, like, it's not like you just are back to full health and everything magically. So we can just play that by ear, though. But basically, by now, you've got Roki sat down. And especially after the first couple convicts started to come and start to carve up the rock, like everybody else just is now like swarming it. You can see a couple trying to like pull on the talons of because the talons are like huge. They're trying to take every single part of this bird they can, and are at this point completely ignoring you guys. And to be honest, I'm hoping, I don't remember what you guys even talked about, because you did talk a little bit before the fight. I don't think I have that in here, so.
I don't remember what we talked about either.
Yeah.
I think they basically just explained to us who they were,
Okay.
and I
Gotcha.
don't think we made any progress beyond that.
Okay.
Are you rolling for health?
You really roll a 1?
Ooh, no, you rolled an 8.
No, you
I
rolled
rolled
an
an
8.
eight.
That's pretty good.
Why can't I
Nice.
see it?
Just scroll down.
It just says roll 1, and then it's black.
then- Oh,
Are you into
for us, it said we can
are
see
you in
8.
dark mode?
Yeah.
Does dark mode look any different? Yeah.
Yeah, it
Turn
gets
off. Yep. Turn off dark mode. They have issues with coloring with
Yeah,
dark mode.
I'm
still.
using light mode on the stream still.
Turns out if I highlight over it, it shows me.
Yeah, it's
know.
there. It's just the background is dark.
Another
and the text
8.
is black.
Oh no, that's just your 8 again. Never mind.
real boomer hours over here with Justin. Oh man.
So
Sean.
after we're talking probably like a good 10 to 20 minutes of them carving up the beast. Like several of them are starting to take their haul back towards the center of camp. And you see like a couple of them, it's not like a bow of
Will
deference
Starsberg?
necessarily. Well, we're getting there. There is this, and it's kind of like, it's a little hazy, so it's hard to tell, but you can see this red tinged outline basically of a man that's just kind of sitting by the fire and has been absorbing it all. You can tell that he's been watching, but not really reacting. And you see
Did he
a couple
not
of
retreat into the thing when we were fighting?
He definitely he took cover pretty quickly, but he also, it wasn't as much out of fear as tactical awareness. But a couple of the convicts have begun to it almost looks like they're paying him tribute, where it's just like a whole ham hock. They basically kind of bow their heads a little bit and drop it at his feet and kind of hurry off a little bit back to the rock, for the second go around.
Is this the guy that we talked to originally?
No, the guy you talked to originally is he's working on a lot of the tail feathers. I'm pretty sure I didn't even name him, to be honest. But
oh, Jeb.
let me see.
That was Jeb.
Jeb. Yeah, I 85% chance I made that up on the spot. So let's write that down so I remember.
So I can delete that line, basically, is what you're saying. He's not important.
Nope. His name is Jeb. He might. I who knows?
His name's Jeb.
My name is Jeb.
So I guess I'm probably not too far from the bird. Am I within talking distance of Jeb and stuff?
Sure. Yeah. He's there's probably a good 10 to 12 individuals surrounding this rock. And they're all carving into it. So far, they haven't really paid much attention to you guys.
Did you both roll? Oh no, you're D12. Okay. If I make any eye contact with Jeb at all, if he looks up or anything, I'm gonna kind of nod my head off to that guy at the fire, and who's that?
He is entranced with the rock. Nobody's paying you any heed.
Okay. I will walk over to him then, tap him on the shoulder, and ask him, "Who's that?"
And he's kind of, he kind of jumps a little bit when you tap him on the shoulder, because he's been all consumed with the rock. But essentially he kind of squints through the haze, for lack of a better word. Well, that's a good question. That there's Mr. Starspur. He's a relatively new addition to our little home. So really, you know just about as much as I do.
Then why is everyone putting stuff at his feet? Because I don't know why he's doing that. So obviously you know more than I do.
Mr. Starspur, you should probably call him Mr. Starspur to just, he makes his first impressions can be violent. So it's best if we, when he's happy, we're happy. And as long as he's happy, we haven't had to worry about any sort of, he's put himself in charge of base defense, for lack of a better word, he's a little mercurial, but stay on his good side. And
he's in charge of the base defense, and by
That
base
was
defense
poor.
you mean like crossing his fingers that we showed up on the right time?
oh, I have no doubt Mr. Starspur could have handled this guy.
Oh, so he willingly sat there and almost let me die. That's what you're saying.
Probably, yeah. That sounds like something he might do.
Okay. Good to
It's
know.
kind of Mr. Starspur first, but you kind of learn to live with him, and them there. What's that symbiotic relationship? That's kind of what we got going here. We make sure he's fed and happy, and in turn, we don't get shot. And so far, that's worked pretty well.
That sounds like a terrible deal you have going on.
Well, we don't exactly have many options, and we weren't in a place to
Wait a second.
stand our ground.
Do you want to stand your ground?
Well, I mean, we tried to a little at first. I mean, we're pretty rough folk ourselves, but none of us really took kindly to him coming in here and laying claim to what wasn't his. But he.
What you're saying is you want him gone.
And he's kind of like, he nervously, you can see a couple of the other guys, they're still working. You can tell they're listening and making like side eye and kind of waiting to see what happens. He does a lot of good for us. But I think we'd all probably rest a little easier too if maybe he decided to move on.
Okay.
It's been a tense situation so far.
Good to know.
So I've been upgrading my character. Is Peter this Starspur person?
Well,
There's potential.
why would you assume that? That
I
doesn't
make all my NPCs this elaborate.
Well, Throck Thunder tosses knife to the ground. Immediately, Will Starspur tosses knife into the ground. So one would think that
Mere coincidence. Mere coincidence.
So Throck Thunder is in this campaign.
I don't know how. That's impressive. Like he's
Mere
got some
coincidence.
reach.
It was
He
a
will not
whisper,
last
a
long
dream.
in this campaign.
All right.
What do you mean? He didn't transfer over with his plot armor?
He definitely has no plot armor in this campaign.
Nice.
So we can kill Throck Thunder in this campaign.
Rock Thunder's
Please.
not in this campaign.
And it will be
Let's slow
rewarded.
down.
How do
Okay,
you do the italics, Peter?
You're not as cool as Will Starspur, sorry.
Try a star. That's how Discord does it.
There we go. Yeah.
You created a monster.
Okay.
Am
All
I
right.
able to
What?
revoke text chat privileges?
Let's see. All right. So yeah, with that, I'll just kind of nod my head a little bit and say, okay, good to know, and I'll walk off and I'll go look
Hey,
for your room.
Can we just keep this conversation between us? Don't mention that we were talking about him.
Yeah, don't mention that you want him gone. Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay.
And as I walk away, I'm gonna grab a feather from the rock, put it
Okay.
in my bag as a souvenir.
I mean, it fits. You do have to like even the smaller ones you kind of find one at the neck that's not like a 4 foot long feather. You find one, it fits in your bag, but it's a little squished.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna look for Yaru and walk over and find Yaru. Is Yaru done leveling up and can he converse?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay.
I am prepared.
Okay. So I don't know if you noticed, but there's that guy sitting over at the fire. And
I for the first time noticed the guy sitting over by the fire. Oh, never saw him before. Was he there the whole
neither did
time?
I don't know. Apparently yes, but apparently we just have really poor perception.
Well, I
Oh,
understand
but-
why I didn't notice him. He is frighteningly ugly.
Yes, well, apparently these people don't really want him here.
Okay, so they want us to ask him to keep stepping.
Also, well, no, not technically. They don't want to. They want to keep it on the down low.
So they want us to kill him.
They want him
silently.
gone. They're terrified of this guy, basically.
So they
I
want
do
us.
want to clear, yeah. So I want to clarify, just so everybody's aware. They like this dude has been helpful to the camp, but at the same time, like they are terrified of him.
I'm getting
No,
mixed signals
that sort
here.
of thing. He's been
Lucky.
helpful. Yeah, mixed signals are definitely it.
Are we killing him? Are we talking
No,
to him?
we are not killing him.
Okay, not killing. Okay.
We're talking to him, which is why I'm talking to you.
Oh, you want me to talk to him?
Yes. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I?
Okay,
Yes.
let's set some parameters here so that I'm clear on what exactly it is you want me to do.
Murder, no.
Okay.
Talk, yes.
Talk. What am I trying to get out of this?
We
talk?
need to not let him know that the people are terrified of him, though he probably already knows that.
Mhm.
He also is apparently their defender, and he just sat there as we almost got murdered. So I'm not super happy with him. Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Just make sure that's in your calculations. You might want to take Torvar with you.
But like, what am I trying to do in this conversation? Like,
Trying to get him out of.
am I inviting him along on our quest?
I mean, preferably not.
To be
because-
clear, they weren't like necessarily asking you to like get him out of
I
here.
know, but I
But,
feel
okay.
like
Gotcha.
they're terrified of this guy. This guy is essentially ruling them by fear. Like that's not a good way for
Yeah,
them
you're
to
not
live.
wrong there.
I don't know how
Yeah,
you can be
you're not
afraid
wrong
of
there.
somebody who's like just drinks milk casually.
That is
Apparently.
not the feature of this character, by the way.
His bones are extra strong.
That calcium
Nice.
man.
Okay, but
Okay.
I basically these people are terrified of him. I feel bad for these people. I would like us to help this guy move on so they're not being ruled by fear.
Okay. We'll see what happens. Here we go. And with that, I'm going to walk over to. Is this a fire right here? Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's like they used a tree that was actually growing and then like put kindling around it. So it's in a whole tree that they've just basically turned into a bonfire.
Okay. I'm going to walk over, and as I pass Torvar, I'm going to give him a, like, you know. Why don't you saunter over here with me?
Torvar is so
So,
good at reading.
he's protecting-
Torvar sees Yaru do this and be like, do you want me to come with you?
Just- this is my favorite character combination, Yaru and Torvar. I just nod. Yes, Torvar.
Okay, buddy.
I walk over to the bonfire and I stand at a comfortable distance. So I'm not too close. I'm not too far from the gentleman in question. And I say to him, "Howdy."
Howdy. And,
Hello.
I'm going to go ahead and tip my hat 2 yards away.
I'm gonna do a very respectful half bow in return, and I'm gonna say, I didn't notice you over here. Were you always here? I don't mean to be rude.
That I have been.
Did you notice the eagle? And I kind of point back to the large carcass of an eagle.
Oh, that little thing? I remember seeing it, yeah.
I'm gonna have a lot of trouble with this accent.
From as a natural born Southerner, I'm insulted.
I don't know. I mean, I'll agreed. I'm right there with you. I feel like he's trying to do Texan, and he's never
It
been.
does seem
I'm
Texan.
just trying to mix up my senses.
He's trying
No,
to.
it's fine.
He's
He's got a
actually
drawl.
never been to Texas.
It's fine. Go
Trying
ahead.
to get
Do
us
your
as
thing.
annoyed as possible to this character.
Do your thing.
Okay. Oh, had you seen it before? Did it come from the mountains?
I've seen it flying around.
You don't have to stop doing the accent, by the way, if you want to keep doing it.
I'm just going to do my normal voice, like cowboy thing. here and there.
Cowboy thing. Had it attacked the encampment before?
No, not since I've been here.
How long you been here?
Oh, a week or two.
What brings you to these parts?
Well, you know why they send people up here, right?
Well, I wasn't gonna assume that's why you were here. It's impolite.
Well, you're free to assume. I killed a man, and I was sent here as punishment.
Was this man's name Jeff, perchance?
Mm, not exactly sure. I don't really write the names down of the men I usually kill.
Oh, so you're for hire then?
I can be.
Was he a bad guy? This man you killed?
There's a man that needed killing.
Okay.
What
What-
brings you folks here?
Well, as you might assume, we were sent up here. Why were we sent up here?
Bad
Because
things on the mountain that
the
are
mountain.
pushing like
Oh, that's right. Okay, I
Too
remember.
long.
bad
I
things
remember.
closer to the
Okay.
village.
Oh, good. Yeah, we were sent up here
jeez.
to deal with some of the things that are coming down the mountain, and try to make it a little safer.
Sounds like a good deed.
Well, it's a deed. Whether it's good or not remains to be seen.
So you wouldn't be happening to head back to town soon.
Probably not soon. No.
Well, I'm trying to head that way myself. I'd love for some acquaintances to travel with.
Well, we have to continue north a ways, but we will be going back at some point.
That's all right with me. Is that all right with you?
Well, I can't speak for the party. I'd have to confer.
that's a first.
Sounds like a done deal. And Will's gonna get up and walk over,
got him.
over and hold out a hand to Torvar like he's ready to shake his hand.
Torvar fist bumps.
Now that they've been a little closer to you, Peter, kind of give us a description of your armor. You know, what you look like a little more now.
Describe your accoutrements, sir.
Yes.
So he is wearing this sort of red colored chainmail from head to toe. He has a dagger and a whip and a kind of fancy belt and a weird looking contraption on his right hip that you quite haven't seen before. And he's got a red mask on underneath his large black cowboy hat. And he has a very tattered poncho on as well.
Can I do a history check on the contraption? Or some sort of check?
I'd like, what's Stark doing right now?
Dark
Is he back in camp or is he doing rock stuff?
is. Oh, that's a tough one. Yes.
Okay, he's back in camp. Go ahead. I want him to make a. Don't make a history check. Make an intelligence check, Yaru, and for Stark as well.
Whisper or normal?
Straight intelligence.
You could just roll it. It's fine. Yep, just a straight intelligence check.
Oh, we don't have that enabled here. That's a Stark roll. I didn't change
Okay.
the name.
Yeah, yes.
Wow. Roll 14.
Yeah, you can't. You definitely haven't seen anything like this before. You can't quite figure out what the purpose of it is either.
Okay.
Just from glimpse you got.
Can I do a insight check to see if any part of our conversation was suspicious?
Yeah, sure, of course. Anything in like particular, like about him killing men, or
Did
when
he
traveled with
kill
the
a man
group?
named Jeff?
So
Okay.
an insight check.
G off.
Is this a question you're asking me or the DM?
Well, I already asked you
Well,
the
it's
question.
you. So if this should be whispered though, but Peter, if if it was Jeff you have killed, roll deception because you said you didn't know a man, or you
You
didn't
don't
really
have
know.
the whisper, or is that something we turn on?
We turn it on. I just turned it on.
We
Yeah,
turn
you
it-
you
okay.
just whispered it.
I
GM.
just
Alright.
I just turned it on.
Got it. Query is what we want, right? Or is it
Query toggle. I think so.
Is it whisper toggle or query toggle? Query whisper.
Query
Whisper.
Query whisper.
Query will just ask you first, I think.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yep. I'm waiting on Pete. Oh, hold on a second.
I mean,
So sorry, I gotta roll.
Yeah, give me.
I thought he meant he was leaving for a second.
No.
gotta go to the store, get some more
I don't
milk.
that kind of roll.
He's milk. Yeah, he's out of milk.
I am actually out of milk right now. I'm pretty blown.
Check
Is it
your
on? I
Discord.
don't know if it's on or not. Hold on.
It should. I mean, should be pretty clear. Let me
Sorry,
look at your
guys.
character sheet.
Where the hell?
Whisper rolls to GM. Whisper toggle. Now just click on the 2 GM part and make your roll, Peter.
I see it. Whisper toggle. Okay, it's on. My roll 20 is just being super slow right now. That's also part of the problem. Very anticlimactic, let me tell you.
It's a shame. I have to wait this long to know.
Yeah. There we go. There we go. Progress. No.
There's been no progress. I'm still not seeing the roll. There's still been 0 progress.
No.
You did not enable it correctly.
Got him.
Well, that works because I rolled low. So
Well,
Do
Peter,
with that information what you will.
I hate to
Yaru.
break it to you. Can I tell him, Doc, or do you want me to keep that private?
It's up to you. Yeah. You have that information. You do with it what you want.
No, I mean, can I tell Peter what I rolled?
Oh.
no,
Oh,
it
yeah,
doesn't,
no, I
it
don't
doesn't
care.
matter. It doesn't.
Post roll.
Well,
Post roll. I don't care.
It never mattered because I rolled a nat 20.
Well, what's your plus? Because you can't crit on a
Yeah.
ability.
It,
check.
it
I guess
doesn't
it's
matter.
possible it could have mattered, but
Well, I rolled a 22.
Still got him beat.
Oh, he could have beat you by 1. if he
Handily
also
beat.
rolled That.
Yeah.
Well, I don't get. I mean, that's with.
Yeah, he rolled a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's cool. I'm glad I asked that question. So I'm guessing I'm gonna go back to Roki and talk to him. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
look at the king back here. Y'all think he's comfortable?
The king
Nice.
Look at him.
abides.
Thinks he's human.
As I walk over here, we can get rid of my bagpipe pipe, I guess. Get rid of that. Okay. I'm gonna do the head gesture to Torvar again.
Where are we going this time?
We're back to Roki,
Oh, okay.
and I'm gonna
Lead
wave.
the way.
I'm gonna wave Stark over, also.
I just
So
want to
you-
point
wait,
out.
hold on,
I
hold
just
on, hold on.
did-
You're gonna wave Stark over.
Yeah.
Torvar's gonna angle his head and be like, "Stark, I think he means you."
Oh man. Okay. Once everyone gathers,
Those are the first two rolls of your character, aren't they, Peter?
They are. I'm terrified.
Roki, are you gonna move
Hey,
Stark's
welcome to my
token?
world where I was rolling crit fails all the time. Maybe it's you
I-
now.
I rolled a test after. to
Are
make
you
sure
controlling Stark? Who's controlling
it was
Stark?
working, and
I am
immediately
controlling
rolled
Stark,
the
yeah.
token.
Get his ass over here.
He's over here.
Okay. All right.
So there's still just to be aware, if you guys are actually huddled around the rock, there are still other convicts.
Yeah, I
who-
probably wasn't like right by the rock. I went to wherever you were. So like, let's say we're over here.
Aren't we on the bird?
Okay.
No.
And it's
far
kind of
enough
like there's
away that
snow on the
they-
ground that it's like it does that sound dampening thing.
Crunch,
So unless
crunch.
you're like next to a person, it's kind of hard to.
So I don't
hear
have
people.
to cast Cone of Silence or anything.
No. You'd be pretty confident that you have
Okay. So I'm gonna say,
silence
guys,
here.
two things I have gleaned from this conversation. One, he wants to go back to town and is interested in coming with us. I told him that A, we're not going to town immediately, and B, I had to confer with the group before agreeing to that. Secondly, I'm pretty sure he killed Jeff.
Killed Jeff?
I'm pretty sure he killed him.
Like Jeff, our friend. Jeff.
Well, friend is strong, but yes, I'm pretty sure he killed Jeff, the man
Jeff?
who we knew.
Our friend, isn't Jeff the one who got us in all that trouble for burning?
That's why I said I
building
feel
down?
like friend is strong, but definitely a person
He
we
just
knew.
showed up and burnt the whole place
I
down.
mean, last
got
time
in
we
all
saw
kinds
him,
of
he
trouble for it.
mooned. Wait, is Torvar saying these things? Or...
No. I mean, like, imagine it in Torvar speak. Like, Jeff's an idiot. Although he was kind of cool.
Yeah. So, two things I feel strongly. I'd like to know more about why he was killing Jeff. I feel like maybe our pal Vinny perhaps had a hand in
Just
this.
say I'd like to know more about why he was killing Jeff.
Yeah.
Like while in the act, we're like, I want to know why he's doing this.
That's a legitimate question Yara would have.
No, that's good because it's possible he could be trying to infiltrate us and murder all of us.
Thought occurred to me. Not gonna lie.
So that's
It'll turn into a game of Among Us.
terrifying.
But you know what they say.
Let's not get murdered. Yeah.
No, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Also,
So what are you
not get murdered.
proposing we do here?
I'm proposing we let when on our way back we let him come.
Zone
with
of truth
us
is ass.
and
We don't have zone of truth.
maybe see what happens and be on our guard. But
Well-
try to get to the truth, to the bottom of this heinous
This is-
crime against
is
our
one-
somewhat acquaintance / maybe friend.
This is one weird ass group. So adding, and I, you know, like we're, you know, we've dabbled in murder. So,
I
One
mean,
way to put it.
whomst
So-
among us?
you know, like adding another murderer, what's it really gonna hurt?
I mean, we haven't like murdered though.
When you have to say we haven't murdered,
It's a clear indication that you have, yeah.
No, I mean, not unprovoked. It's not murder.
Unprovoked murder.
Hey,
So
Mr.
if
Man,
somebody calls
we
you-
were
so you-
provoked, so we had
walking
to
down the street and somebody
murder.
calls you an asshole and you shoot him, that's not murder.
Not in this day and age.
It was provoked murder, okay? It's the difference.
Totally.
I can't remember because it's been a while. Like, how did we all meet?
We are a group of adventurers that have been like adventuring together for a while.
For a while.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember the cave forever
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah. We were in there together, and that's how we
It was
started.
supposed to.
I got
Yeah.
it.
It was
No, we
supposed to
were
kind of-
together way before that.
No, but I
Oh,
know, like
yeah,
we,
sorry.
but we like the story picked up with us in there together.
Yes.
Going to
Yeah,
the cave.
okay.
Yep.
We got screwed over by a random rogue who stole all of
Yeah,
our
yeah.
money.
Gosh, how do you guys remember all this stuff?
I
I can't even
don't-
remember what happened to me yesterday.
I
I can't even remember what I had for lunch today.
I had a sandwich. It took me a second though.
I still can't remember. I'm thinking right now.
Coffee has a pretty funny gif of she posted like 5 of them. It was murder now comes with friends.
Ahi
Shit.
tuna salad. That's what I had.
All right. So what is our decision here? We'll assume that
Corvar
Stark. We'll assume that Stark
Is
votes
in
with Roki.
favor.
Also in favor.
I could just vote against it and we'll be tied.
Well, no.
Yeah,
What we
then
will
we'll
do.
ask the new guy.
No. What we'll do. No. What we'll do in that case is call JD and have him actually vote.
No. He's voting. Oh, I see. I could text him, but
So I think we would be okay with it as long as like we always keep a probationary eye on him.
Oh yeah. Of
Kinda thing.
course. I'm not trying to get murdered.
think of this. Vinny's gonna love him.
I'm pretty sure Vinny already loves him.
Yeah.
My money is on he hired Vinny. Vinny
I think
hired him.
I think we should first try and find out why he killed Jeff though.
Okay, we can
Like
talk.
confirm
we
that
can,
he did kill Jeff.
All right, so let's do this. I mean, I am really certain that he killed Jeff. You don't know what I saw. All right, here's my proposal. Let us continue onwards and do what we came to do, and on our way back, we'll zone of truth his ass.
We don't have zone of truth. It was a joke. Sorry.
I know, but how as close as that as we can get.
I feel like I have some kind of item that does something about.
Wait, don't I
truth
have?
telling. Oh,
Wait,
no,
isn't
it was
this
a
the
ring
campaign?
that
I have
just
the
didn't
ring
buy.
of truth
Got it.
telling. Is it this?
That
campaign?
is this campaign too. It actually, yeah, we're finally
It
back
is?
to the campaign. You actually, yeah,
Oh,
The
okay.
ring
I
of
couldn't-
yeah.
truth
I
this
knew I
is-
remembered.
You guys
somewhere.
got that swirly white potion, which I think. Did you guys spend the time to actually like?
Nope.
I'm pretty sure you
Hold
guys
on.
did identify and everything, didn't you?
I'm looking. Hold on.
Oh, I could have rolled with advantage because I was wearing the ring. Didn't need it, but it grants advantage on insight checks. The ring of truth telling.
Oh, that's just advantage. You don't actually get to tell like if they're lying or not.
No, it just gives advantage, but still.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't have anything written down as far as the potion.
Okay.
Oh,
it's just if
potion
you have a
of I got
swirly
a
white.
potion of key.
Okay, so you did identify. Yeah, you got a potion of key. You got. I'm imagining you did the other thing too. The beads of force, and then
Yes,
the
small black.
the
Wait.
ring of truth telling.
Is everybody's swirly white potion different?
There's only one
I
swirly white
only
potion.
have it.
Well, I have one.
You
You there should only be one. You guys figure that out.
You don't
Maybe
have the
let the
swirly white
monk who
potion.
has key. You have the potion of key.
Can you just
I
make
just
it
thought of a
something
very
that's
inappropriate joke.
harmless, relatively harmless, but not doesn't give me an advantage for any reason, and I'll drink it at some point.
I just thought of a very inappropriate joke.
Care to share? Coffee's watching. Just know
It's
that.
at Peter's expense.
Oh,
Peter, do you give your permission
is
for
that
this joke to
potion
be
not as
told?
effective as
Ready.
we hope
Ready.
it is?
I
I'm
was
ready.
going to say that we all have swirly white potions. It's just that Peter's is less effective.
A little more watered down.
I take it in stride. It's the
That's
truth.
terrible. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible.
I did give him a chance to wave me off.
I mean, it was noble of you.
No, you're good. I'll use it tonight.
Oh, buddy, I would too. Trust me.
All right, where were we?
no.
All right. Are we? All right. So let's go do our business and then come
So
back.
what's the plan?
We're gonna go do our business and then come back.
What happens if we don't come back through here?
Why wouldn't we?
We might take the long way around. We might teleport. There's lots of options.
So are you saying we take him with us now?
I think that would probably be better. Yeah.
So are we zone of truthing his ass now or later?
Now, I mean, honestly, I don't know if I would want to go anywhere without knowing why he
All right.
was
Well, can we at
murdering.
least go out of this encampment and then zone of truth his ass?
Why? I
Well, if a
mean, I
fight
don't
breaks
care.
out,
Oh,
That's true. That's a good point.
fair point.
guys, what are we
Um,
doing if Yara's the voice of reason here?
Well, I mean, you got to know you can't count on Torvald to be the
Well,
voice of reason.
That was more directed at the other members
Yeah.
of our party.
So if he straight up murdered Jeff, or what are we doing then?
Well, we're trying to find out why he murdered
I-
him.
But I'm saying, like, what are we doing? Are we going to murder
mean,
him back?
No. I mean, I'm not necessarily super attached to Jeff. We weren't like friends. Actually, Jeff didn't like me very much
Right. So that, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
on
like,
account of
why
the
are
finger incident.
say worst case scenario? Why are he did murder Jeff out of like his own personal reasons? Like,
Okay,
why are we
I guess
taking
what
him out
I'm
of town
saying
to do it?
is
I don't see any
no. If he
route
so
for
what
us
I'm
to fight him.
right. So what I'm thinking is, did Vinny send him to kill us also?
You think you'll be able to find out? Knowing his roles, probably.
I mean, I'm a confident person.
It's true. You are a very confident person. Okay. Yeah, sure. If you think you can find out if he was sent to murder us.
Okay, once Doc returns, we will begin.
I wish I could prepare like a spell. I already missed my wizard.
Ooh,
I already know what I'm going to do. Playing this character is so easy. Oh, man.
So do we still need to talk to these people in
I
the
say
town,
no.
or
Let's just bounce.
where are we bouncing to?
Aren't we still going north up the mountain?
Do we discuss with them? I can't remember. Did we discuss with them the like people or the stuff coming out of the mountains? I want to say we did, and they told us about some guy that knew more, but he wasn't here right now. So I think we have to go find him. So we probably need more info from them onto where this one guy went. But I could totally be making this up.
Sorry,
Yeah,
guys. Someone just set off a bunch of fireworks behind our house, and our neighbors. She's alone by herself and is freaked out.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So
This
we've made up our
happens.
mind. We are going
Okay.
to murder this guy.
Gotcha.
No, that's not what's
No, I'm
happening.
It
kidding.
is what it is. Peter, you got to back up.
What I agreed on. Although I'm down for it.
Hey, you can always interest me in a good unprovoked murder.
Okay, so,
So what's the
no,
plan?
we actually decided to.
We're gonna continue north, but we're
Can I
gonna
just-
bring.
Really quickly, wouldn't it be funny if every new character Peter created we just immediately murdered?
Wait until we find one where we're like, yeah, we could do this. No.
I would love that if we did that from the start.
Yeah.
That would be hysterical.
Peter's like, okay, this time I'm going to make a really nice, good character that they can't hate. Hey guys, how's it? Yeah.
Probably.
Oh man.
Doc, do you remember if we discussed with them about some guy who was their like hunter that was not in right now, and he knew more about these beasts?
So there
Right?
was like I mean, there's a lot of them that do that sort of thing, but like the expert, the go-to dude he's probably going to be gone for a couple more days. He's out, getting the lay of the land at the moment.
Gotcha. Do they know where he went? Like, should we go
No, they
out
kind of
and
just
find
let
him?
him do his own thing.
Okay.
I mean, he initially struck out like northeast. So you guys have basically been traveling east up the mountain, and he's kind of went off like a diagonal. But they don't have any idea if he kept that path, if he changed course, went up or down the mountain.
Gotcha.
They kind of let him do his own thing.
What's the next best tracker hunter or whatever they have here? And
The next best thing. Probably, I mean, it's probably Will. He's not done a ton necessarily of tracking and everything for the group, but he definitely has. He's spent some time in the mountains, even if it's not been with this group, and has a pretty decent understanding of the terrain here.
okay. That makes a little bit more comfortable as our decision then. All right, so yeah.
You're
Hey,
dragging
not
him.
to-
You're dragging Will along too.
Yeah, well, I
Or
nod to
you guys-
Yaru and
Okay, gotcha.
tell him to go. Like, I think it's a good plan. Let's do it.
All right. So we're going north, right?
Well, we need to discuss with Will first. We can't just leave
Oh, yeah.
and like.
So I'm gonna
Giddy up.
I'm gonna saunter over. Torvar likely in tow.
Likely.
So I'm gonna approach Will. Stop again at a comfortable distance. And I'm gonna say, well, we discussed. We'd like to invite you to come with us north, and then afterwards we will return to the city.
Sounds great to me. Just be warned. I've heard some things about the mountain up there.
Oh,
He's gonna look at Yara and go, "Yeah,
what sort of things?
well, word in the camp is there's been trouble brewing in a large cave. Probably about 3 to 4 days travel up along the mountain. I heard that there's this clan of the big one-eyed fellows got pushed down the mountain.
They're in this cave.
That's what I've heard.
Can I see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make another insight check.
Advantage.
Yes.
Yep. Get your ring. Does the ring have any sort of like charges or anything?
Doesn't say.
Jeez. Doesn't matter either. Did you rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1? It's crazy.
Wow.
I did whisper that, but
Oh, well, cat's out of the bag.
do we want to do the same thing in this
Yeah,
campaign?
definitely. From what you can tell,
I'm okay either way.
I for like insight deception checks where there's potential for someone to be like trying to be sneaky, will whisper that, but like general rolls or even
Okay.
minor stuff, I don't care.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's no tell this time around with Will. As far as you can tell, he's definitely being truthful, and you're
Okay.
pretty confident that you can read him. After the last time, you're pretty confident you can read him pretty well.
I should hope so at this point.
Holy cow.
Okay, cool. All right, that's good information. Thank you for sharing that. We'll definitely go cautiously. Why don't I bring you over here to the rest of the group and introduce you?
Sounds good to me. Was gonna stand up, dust off some snow, and walk on over.
I introduce people. Everybody's introduced.
You're all introduced.
Hello, Will.
Howdy, what's your name?
I'm
I
Roki.
already introduced him.
No, we're doing a real introduction here.
Okay.
You're a strange looking fella.
Thank you.
Will's gonna just tip his hat to Roki.
I noticed that you didn't really do much with
I
that
forgot
bird.
about this.
Yeah. I didn't. I thought last I heard you were the defense of this village, right?
Well,
You're
I
in
was-
charge of the defense?
I help out from time to time.
Okay. You just decided that this wasn't one of the times.
Well, it seems like the bird was going after you, not me.
Mm-hmm. That's true. It was. Just about got me too. I just want to check to see if that's going to be a recurring theme. If maybe we're in trouble, you're just going to kind of let it go.
If my interests align with yours, then I'll get you back, partner.
And what interests are those?
Well, every once in a while, I got a man to hunt down, and I'll hunt him down.
Who are you hunting now?
He's going to pull out a list and kind of look over it and say, luckily none of you fellows right now.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Ooh, okay. Let's see it.
All right. I hope I didn't blow my load already.
Okay. You can tell that Will is definitely trying to guard his presence a little more now. Just not necessarily like he's being deceitful, but just like you got him straight away, and he kind of picked up on that too. And so he's definitely measuring his words a little more. There wasn't a tell. It wasn't like you're like, oh, he's here to kill one of us. But
Do I believe him though?
that's your decision. Just the rule says basically it's tough to tell one way or another necessarily. You didn't see anything that says he wants to kill you for sure, but there's nothing also that was like, yeah, he definitely doesn't want to. So.
Convenient. Okay.
Well, that's nice to know. Who tells you to kill people? Who's your boss?
Well, I work for myself. I don't have no boss, so to speak. I simply get hired here and there from town to town. I get offered jobs and I get paid.
So you're an assassin.
You know, I wouldn't call it that so much as
An assassin.
just someone who's able to fulfill the harder jobs that certain folks require.
So an assassin.
Peter, you should have said something like. Sorry.
Well
should-
said.
You probably shouldn't have said that.
You should have said something like, "Everybody I kill sees me," or something like, everybody I kill is facing me or something like that. Cowboy, like.
We'll leave the cowboy talk to Will, not Yaru.
Yeah, please.
I inhaled like something. Went somewhere it wasn't supposed to go.
Okay, well, yeah. Cool. Good to know. That's all I got.
All right.
I guess
Let's
let's get moving on out of here.
Does Stark have questions?
Nope.
Roki and Stark are amazingly of the same mind tonight.
Yep. Stark's got all the same questions Roki does. Roki just asked him first.
All right, so if they're without further ado, what's the plan? Which direction you guys go in? Is there a goal in mind?
No, I didn't actually know anything about this cave, did I? I was not part of that conversation.
No, yeah, you guys, that's the first news of the cave. You guys haven't really been up on this mountain before.
I mean, I haven't. Like Roki hasn't. That was only Yaru, right?
Yeah, I will take this moment to share that information.
Oh, right. I didn't even. Yeah. Okay.
So, Will, do you know where this cave is at? I can't remember that part if that was discussed or not.
Yeah, I think so. It's just about like a 3-day trek up the mountain, as long as you guys are quick on your feet.
Okay.
Away we go.
Away we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's get my random encounter. Someone roll a d20 for me.
Where, like, what's the temperature? Am I still able to like fly comfortably?
Yeah, you can fly comfortably. That's a good question. It's definitely cold because you guys are starting to make those constitution saves. It's still pretty easy to make them. So it's, I don't know, 25 degrees out. It's
I'm
uncomfortable,
basically I'm just gonna fly until you tell me it's too cold to fly.
okay. Yeah, you're not there yet. You're still good.
Okay.
All right.
So yep, I'll be up flying and scouting and
All
stuff.
right, so D20, roll 7. Okay. All right. So first day's travel, I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw. The farther up the mountain you're going, obviously a little harsher, a little colder it's getting.
Oof. It's a lot
4.
colder when I'm flying up higher.
Those hollow bird bones don't retain heat like
Yeah. I need to remember what my consequences were.
19.
Please
That's
tell
some
me I
cowboy
wrote them
stoicism
down.
right there. Whoa. Stark real comfy in the plate armor.
It's surprising. It must have lots of padding.
He's got those he's got layers.
Yeah. Maybe cast heat metal on himself a couple
If
times.
there is a Midwest in D&D, Stark
Okay,
probably grew
there
up
we
in it.
So there's Yaru, Rock, Will, Start. What are we missing? Torvar's not here.
Torvald's not here.
Okay, so everybody rolled pretty well except for poor Roki. You're still trying to recover from the previous fight. So you're still pretty beat up. You suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
Oof. That's rough.
Yeah.
What does that do? This is
So-
not a mechanic I'm familiar with.
So
Exhaustion is
exhaustion, there's it's 4 or 5 levels, and stage 1 is your movements. I just need to look this up. I'm pretty sure stage 1 is your movement speed is halved.
No, stage 1 is you get disadvantage on ability checks.
Oof.
Oh, okay. So that's stage
harsh.
1. Stage 2,
It is.
then is movement speed is halved. Stage 3 is like, okay, where's the
I'd rather
handbook?
have
I'm
the
pretty
move-
sure it's
I'd rather
like
have the movement speed
-2 AC.
over the ability
Yeah,
being tanked.
it's rough. If you get up to 6 levels of exhaustion, you die.
You
You just
die.
straight up die.
Damn.
And you get, so each long rest gets rid of a level of exhaustion.
Get rid of 1 level of exhaustion.
Yep. Yeah.
Exhaustion sucks.
So stage 3 is disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Stage 4 is hit point maximum is halved.
You need to do a
Stage
con
5 is
save,
your
Justin.
Stage 5 is your
I need
speed
to
is
what?
reduced to
Con save.
0.
Your
Why?
what's
What happened?
0?
Cold.
Speed.
It's very cold.
You can't, basically, you can't move.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Roki has suffered a level of exhaustion because he has hollow bird bones.
Bird bones.
I'm just assuming it's because I'm flying.
Woo!
Oh my god.
Torvar doesn't know what cold is.
His Yeah. All right. So, yeah, Roki, you were definitely. I mean, you can still fly if you want, but it's much more. Usually, it's pretty effortless for you to fly, and it's like, it's definitely a struggle. So this is day one. You guys, as far as you can tell, Will knows where he's going. Will, make a survival check for me. Actually, you know where the cave's at, but it's not like it's you. You know, you've got it memorized.
We haven't got no GPS here.
Why'd you have to choose a name of someone we know in real life? Just throw me for a loop.
Yeah, I can change it.
10?
You know, we'll see what happens.
For some
No, it's
reason, when I read that, I'm thinking of your character, Doc. I don't know why.
We could always
Which
call
one?
him Bill.
Yeah, we should call him Bill.
William.
I'm thinking. I'm trying to. I don't know if I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking of. I'm thinking of Cash. That's who I'm thinking of. I don't know why. I really don't know why. feel like-
One syllable and then two. Cash, Whiterun, Will, Starspur.
Maybe. We should
Um,
totally call him Bill,
uh,
though. Peter.
So
Change his name to
you
Bill.
guys kind of set out, and Will definitely like
Bill.
he's leading the
Bill,
pack.
Bill,
Bill is
Bill.
leading the pack, and there's a couple times where it's not like a fork in the road necessarily, but you guys have to make a decision on the direction you need to go.
Change his
name to Sky. Bill Sky.
Bill Sky,
We'll spend a couple minutes going down one side, and then
Come on,
kind
do
of
it.
stop for a second
Do it.
and pull a Yui, and then go back and pick a different path. So we've made a couple missteps, but you're
Bill,
still headed
Bill,
up the mountain. So
Bill Sky, the cowboy guy.
what did you roll for here? Okay.
Do it.
All right, end of the night. Let's the night passes. We're gonna just fast forward because I think that's what you guys said you liked more than trying to fake you out. So that's what we'll do. So the next day, let's go ahead and get another Constitution saving throw. Yeah. So Roki, you get yourself a well-deserved night's rest. You're back to even.
Good.
I'll just tell you, natural 1 failures, it will be 2 levels of exhaustion, just if that happens. And
Stark gives him a that one thing he has, right? Can he do that? He can
Flash
do that,
of
right?
genius.
go ahead. And
Hold on, let
leave it.
me look it up. Make sure I can apply to these.
This is really unfortunate.
As soon as you say it, literally, it's awesome.
You know, as I
And
was
each,
clicking
you
the
know-
submit button, I was like, oh, I bet that's about to happen to me.
Yep, ability check or a saving throw.
Okay.
So we're all doing it again?
So you can add.
Peter,
your
why have you not
intelligence
changed your character's
to
name
it.
to Bill
So,
Sky, the cowboy guy?
plus 5.
Go ahead. Will you?
Bill.
You know,
How?
I'm
Okay. This
I'm
is
not
a test.
Navy
I know it's
Williams.
not your character.
Bill,
Brock.
Bill,
How is Stark going to use his flash of genius to help Yaru in this situation? Convince me that he should be able to use this ability.
So when looks like he's getting cold and like starting to shiver, Stark's gonna come up and like help him.
He notices that my
give him
lips
a
are blue.
an extra blanket, and
Gives
start
me some
rubbing
hot
him up
soup.
and
It starts
egging
rubbing
him
me
on, making sure he's like keeping moving, and
non-erotically.
moving all of his fingers and extremities and all that stuff.
He chucked all of my
That's good enough
extremities.
for me.
Okay.
It's only 1 level of exhaustion instead of 2. For Yaru,
That's good.
Well, Stark he took one of his own layers off to help out Yaru. Stark also has 1 level of exhaustion now. The farther up in the mountain you go, the more difficult and brutal.
Gosh. Guys, we're
It
not gonna
is.
make it 3 days.
Oh wait, who was the 6? Was
Oh,
that
that'll be fine.
Roki
Sorry.
or Stark?
Yeah, I didn't change it. Stark was the 10 and Roki is the 13.
So
We'll be
Roki, you
fine.
saved, Stark did not. So
Okay.
make sure we're keeping track. So Stark and Yaru both have a level of exhaustion. Let's get that survival check. Will, for day number 2. It's kind of it wasn't like a blowing wind, but there was
Nice.
a pretty decent snowfall all day. Consistency is key, baby.
Quick question. that
Yeah.
he has 5 Flash of Geniuses a day.
Mhm.
I can only use. I'm assuming you're only gonna allow me to use that on one person a day.
If you can come up with different reasons
Just actually,
that make sense, I'm
I
gonna let
threw
it
everything
fly.
all into that one.
But you need to convince me.
How about can I use it
That's how we're gonna do
to
it.
help Will survival check? Point out
His
like
survival check.
inconsistencies, things like that.
Yeah, sure. Why not? What's your how is Stark helping with this Flash of Genius?
Like when Will starts moving off into a direction, Stark's gonna be all like, "Oh, there's like big slanted rocks over there. Maybe we shouldn't go that way." And there's a big
Okay.
pile of snow up there. Maybe we should avoid that so there's no avalanche and that kind of stuff.
Okay. So we got ourselves a backseat tracker that does
Backseat
help.
tracker.
A backseat tracker, yeah. So is it what's
It's just
the
a straight
bonus?
+5.
+5. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely, it was more of a straight shot. There was less, kind of. Sometimes it felt like wandering almost on the first day, and the second one there was much more purpose with the direction you guys headed. The snow is starting to fall. And that's you guys, it's starting to get cold, especially at night. It's starting to get real cold. But you guys are continuing to trudge along. End of day 2. Let's go ahead. Start of day 3. Let's get these rolling again.
Can we carry torches? Will that help us at all? Like keep us warm? Like we need to figure out something. This stuff is getting too cold.
Torch for warmth. I will take it into consideration. Yeah, if you want to like light a torch. How long do torches last is the real question.
That's a good question. I don't
How
know.
long do torches last in Minecraft? The average torch will burn for 20 minutes. Let me
An
see
average
what
torch?
D&D's logic is.
Oh,
A torch burns for 1 hour in D&D time, or in D&D. And I think you guys get like a stack of 10, and we will definitely, if you want to, you can, but we'll be
okay.
keeping
I
track
didn't know they
of-
burned that short. What about? Can we make breaks throughout the day and make fires to warm up?
You
Would
definitely
that
can.
help?
It'll slow your pace, but it would definitely help with the exhaustion and the cold. That definitely would.
Yeah, I'm gonna suggest that to the group because this is getting cold and we may not survive if at the rate we're going to make it to this cave at combat readiness level.
Well,
need to
Will
thud.
is fast. His Constitution save.
Let's
so
thud
Will-
up, boy.
Does the
Does
that
j-
protect from?
I was gonna say, does the thut protect you from the
The
elements?
thut protects you
know.
from
Pretty sure it's
all.
like comfortable
The
inside.
thut is big comf.
So we don't even need to make a fire. We just need to
It's
make.
this
a
is
thud.
the thut defensive.
This is the thut offensive. Hey, the best defense is a good offense, and the thut offensive is up there with the top offensives.
You guys missed
In
it.
all
It was
history.
so good.
We need to talk about. Okay, before we end tonight, we'll describe the actual thut offensive.
Next time we do it, I'm playing Titan.
Yeah, 100%. It's a D2 strat. It's a real D2 strat.
Can't wait.
It's
So
probably
yeah, I don't know
the
how
best time I've
often.
had in Crucible in recent
Like,
memory.
do we need to pick how often we do this, or?
Well,
You
it's
tell
spell
me. You
slots, so I
basically-
get the spell slots back after a rest.
Well,
so
no, you're casting as a ritual, so you don't use any spell slots.
let's just thud up.
Well,
you could-
does everybody? Is it only as a ritual? Because not everybody can cast spells as rituals.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure bars can do
Okay.
rituals. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I can do rituals.
Let's double check just to make sure.
like
They don't believe me.
99% sure.
G, you sometimes like to skip over important parts of your spells.
It's very true.
Listen,
It's true.
listen,
Just
got you there.
saying. Hey,
listen.
remember when you couldn't
Can't
talk
argue
and you
that.
tried to turn into a person, even though it
one
specifically
where
said
he
you can't
tried
turn into a person?
He just he turned into the guy and couldn't talk.
Hey, listen, that was a great idea on paper.
No, because the
if you
paper
read
said
the
you literally
paper,
couldn't
it
turn
was
into a
actually not a
person.
good idea.
specifically said
In your
you can't
head,
do that.
it was a good idea.
Hey, listen.
On paper,
hey,
it was
listen.
a bad
hey,
idea.
listen. If I paid attention to the spells with the same intensity that you guys do, you wouldn't be gifted with these moments. So be
That's
thankful.
true. You're like the Mason of D&D.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's a ritual. So I think what was the casting time? It's probably only
10
like 10
minutes.
minutes.
It's like a 10-minute
Okay.
thing, I think.
So yeah, whenever you guys, you tell me how long you want to travel
All right.
before you.
I
decide
only
to
have
rest.
one
And
requirement
that'll,
to cast this
I'll
as a
even let
ritual.
you. So basically, however you guys determine how long you rest, going off of that, I'll determine the DC that you guys have to meet for the con save.
Okay, so I only have one requirement that
Okay.
I will not cast Tiny Hut unless someone comes up to me and says, "Let's thud up."
I mean, Torvar, of course.
Okay.
Is it time, by the way? Or do we want to like thud up?
I mean,
So
we-
this was the beginning of the third day. So how long do you want to travel before you?
Yeah.
I
How
mean,
cold
cast
are
the
we
Tiny
exactly?
Hut spell.
we definitely need to do it like at midday for like a lunch break, basically. But the question is, do we want to do it more often than that?
I mean, it only takes 10 minutes.
But like, then how long do we sit in there to warm up? Like, how long would it take us basically in there, Doc, to warm up?
Depends on what we're
Uh,
doing in the thud.
Oh, I see what you're
Oh,
saying.
jeez. Exercising rigorously.
I mean, to really like thaw out completely and basically get to like a baseline would be. We'll just go with an hour to make
What
it
if
easy.
we're doing a vigorous body movements?
That would help. That would help.
I mean, that's
Okay,
good.
so-
idea.
Calisthenics is
You're-
what I'm thinking of, obviously, guys.
Obviously, push-ups, sit-ups,
Jumping jacks.
thrusts, lunges. I'm sorry, they're called lunges. No, sorry.
Because I passed my constitution check, am I allowed to stay? Is Billiam allowed to stay outside of the thought?
William?
If
Stay
you-
outside.
Like you are still freezing balls. You're just not like constitutionally affected.
We
You
lost
want to
you.
stay
And
outside?
You would have I'll just straight up tell you, you'll have a different DC that'll be higher than theirs if you decide not to use the tiny hut to thaw out. But you can do whatever you want.
You don't want
Nobody's
to
making you
thrust
use
in
the
here
hut.
with us? Come on.
Will hesitantly walks in to the thought. and
Bro,
says,
welcome to the
warm and
thought, my
inviting?
guy.
See how
what's
warm and
what's
inviting?
going on in here?
We're thudded
We're
up,
just-
bro.
We're hanging out in the thut.
Just imagine somehow
Is this
I
how you
produce
guys normally operate.
if Doc will allow
Yeah.
me, I want to produce a hookah from the same. Actually, no, I want my bagpipe to double
my
as a
God.
hookah.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And every time we go into the thut, that's what I'm doing.
Dark.
Sure, why not?
If Doc will allow me, I want to produce a hookah.
That needs to go into the quote bot.
Yeah, it really does.
Okay, so you're thutting up at midday. Any more times or just once a day?
We'll start with just once a day and see how we feel.
Okay. So you guys get a
Wish I had a
good,
hookah.
4 or 5 hours travel
Like
in
an actual one.
bright and early. You thud up. You continue on the rest of your day. All right, where's the cutoff? So that last survival check. So 21, 22, 16. So Torvar and Roki, I need your saves.
You want another
Roki,
one?
you rolled a 16.
I rolled a
Oh, I
97.
missaid that. 97, gotcha. Yeah, Yaru, I need your check. Your save.
Sorry, I lost cognitive ability there for a second.
It's all rolled really well too.
Here's our 3.
Well, we can rely on Yaru.
10. Okay.
Good thing for the thut.
Thank
Good
God
thing
for the thut. I
Saved
thank
you
God
there.
every day for the thut.
So you definitely especially by the time the end of the day rolls around, Yaru, you're still pretty beat, but you you're not you definitely your core isn't freezing anymore.
I,
This is a
I don't even
stress.
know.
All right, end of day 3. Are you guys? I imagine you're sleeping in the thut.
Of course.
All right, we're on to day 4 now.
We're doing
Oh wait, you need your survival check
yeah, that's what I was
for
gonna
day
ask.
3.
Do I need to like do a Flash of Genius explanation again?
No, you did it once. That's fine. I'm not gonna make you do it every time. I especially with things like that where it's like, well, how would that ability really help in that situation? I like
Yeah,
some reason.
I'm fine with it.
6. That makes it an 11.
So I'm 11.
That could have gone downhill.
Yep.
Because I have a DC for going the wrong direction.
We literally
You
could have
were
gone
getting-
downhill.
Literally, yeah. You continue to travel on. Today is a little more wandery than the previous, especially because you've been this high up before, Will, but definitely it's kind of like you're finding pieces that you recognize, but there's starting to be longer stretches in between where you're like, this does not look familiar. And then right when you're like, oh no, you see like that one rock that looks like G's head, and then you're like, oh, okay, here, we're on the right track. So that was end of the 3rd day. We enter our 4th day. Let's get these rolling. Con saves.
Yeah. It's gonna be bad, I feel.
Got my DC. 23,
Oof.
8, 10. Will.
Oof. This is a bad day. This is a bad day.
Will's
We
cold.
woke up on the
Oh,
wrong
he rolled a
side of the
7.
thought.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your survival check too, Will.
Alrighty.
No.
Twarfark's the only one that did good, and he did really good.
No, not enough trusting.
15. Okay.
I made up for it.
So yeah, you're
We
definitely
need a
like at this
double thrust
point,
now.
you have your bearings for sure. But at the same time, like it's being up on this mountain is starting to really take it out of you guys. So Yaru will start
I don't even know at this point.
and Roki all fail and have 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
What happened?
And you guys basically just when it's starting to be like sundown is when you get to this. You can see in the distance really, but you guys are quite close to the cave.
Coffee's got it exactly right. It's
Let me
exactly
make
what we're
sure
doing.
that this is fancy, or not fancy, but I have hidden what I want to have hidden first. I mean, there's not anything to hide. This is just a map that I made so you guys could see where you're at.
I have my character sheets pulled over the top of everything. What? Where are we? We didn't. move.
Nothing yet. I want to make sure
Okay.
that
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say I could only still see the mountainside.
there's nothing yet. Come on. But so you guys have been traveling, and just at the end of the day, you guys, Will kind of pulls the party up and says, we're here basically. And like another 150 yards ahead, you can see the mouth of this huge cave that's surrounding, there's like a snowbank, but the cave is probably, 60, 70 feet high from the floor to the top. And it arches, so it's not that high everywhere. Oh, I'm dumb. I didn't do this right. That's fine. You guys will just tell me if I mess this up. But yeah, the trees are definitely they're carrying more snow this time around.
What time of day are we at approximately?
It's like sundown. So
Oh, okay,
just
good.
at the end of your 4th day, you guys made it here.
Perfect.
Finally.
My computer's freaking out, so I can't pull character
Whoa.
tokens if you guys would like to do that.
Okay.
I'm hoping you guys can kind of see like all this out here, right? But nothing in the cave.
Yeah, we can see
Yeah,
like
okay.
a very small bit of like the outside of the entrance to the cave.
Okay, perfect.
Oh.
All right, what you guys doing?
We're gonna rest for the night before we go in because I am way too tired to go in.
Time to thud up.
Get up and the thought.
Time to
Got it.
Thud up or shut up.
God damn it, that one got me.
That's pretty good.
That's my new Discord name.
Shut up, we shut up.
Nothing, if anybody's keeping watch, nothing is coming in or out of the cave. But you guys wake up bright and early, a little more rested than previously, but it's kind of like, it's that thing where like there's that light at the end of the tunnel. So now that you guys are getting close to what you hope is the finish line, things are starting to, you know, you got a little more pep in your step or hut in your thought.
Oh man.
All right, so where is the entrance exactly? Because I'm kind of confused.
So
with this
there
picture.
are, sorry,
behind
I
the tree?
actually totally forgot how I made this map. There, it's like a McDonald's arched cave entrance, but in the middle is it's not like a collapsed roof, but there is just a rather large rock outcropping in the middle too of the cave. So it's either side for like a solid 10, 15 feet or so.
Gotcha.
And it's like almost immediately, well, I'm not going to say that. That's from where you guys are at. That's what you can see is
How dark is it in there?
from where you guys are at, like it's definitely it's pretty dark. Yeah. The light's only going to reach so far, and especially like there's that weird situation when you're in a light spot and you're trying to look into a dark place that it's like your eyes can't quite grasp. That's kind of what's going on.
What
here.
about
Like
us?
the old days of Siege.
What about those of us with dark vision?
Well, you guys are like 150 yards away, so if you want to like actually get closer and look, we could do
Yeah.
something. But there's not much you guys can see from that far away.
I say we
Okay.
start trying to be quiet and stealthing up and stuff. Do it.
Okay.
Stealth.
I-
Torvar's specialty.
I look at Torvar and Stark and kind of motion like stay back a little ways.
Back here?
Yes, back there.
Snow is starting to pick up and they're starting to like drift a little bit. It's not windy, but it's definitely just like it's coming down pretty thick and heavy. All right, let's get these stealth rolls then.
Alrighty then.
This is not going to go as well as my con saves. Just so we're all. Oh, I have proficient in stealth. Never mind.
You're proficient in stealth?
Yeah, I can't explain it. G created
What?
this character.
That's peculiar.
It seemed
We're-
important,
we're
I'm
whispering,
sure.
right? Oh.
Ha. Wow. 20. I'm barely quieter than. Wait,
Yeah.
aren't you? What
He's a-
armor are you
he's a-
in? Are
he's
you
a
in?
I
stealthy
don't
you're
wear
in-
armor.
Nice.
Yeah, he's got his fur
Stark
loincloth
is going to
on.
be our issue then, because I'm pretty sure
I
he's got
didn't stealth
disadvantage.
that
I
great.
just have thick half-orc skin.
Where's Stark's armor at?
Leathered.
Layered up on a Tuesday.
Doc, do you know what armor he's wearing? Oh, there it is.
He's wearing like +1 heavy, like the
Yeah, plate armor. So
plate
yeah,
armor.
disadvantage definitely for that. Okay, cool.
Every now and then I just remember to read like the traits and flaws and everything for Torvar, and I
Oh,
realize that G has made this character so that it can only be played one way.
I kind of
8
all
is
of my
for,
characters to date I have made to
Stark.
be that way.
But Stark is staying a
Okay.
ways back, like probably 20 feet back
From the group or from the cave entrance?
from the group. I would say Stark and Torvar probably are staying a little ways back, right? Or is Torvar going to stay with the group,
Usually Torvar is either in the lead or near the front.
even when we're trying to be quiet?
Well, remember, I'm proficient in stealth.
Yeah, which is really weird. Okay, true.
He's
Alright.
oddly light-footed.
He
Okay, so yeah,
is.
it's
He's a big man who's nimble on his feet.
Yeah,
Stark is just going to be pulling up the rear 20 feet back.
Okay, sure. So it's kind of when there's moisture, you know, at those joints in plate armor, there's starts every footstep you kind of just hear a little like maybe he just needs to be oiled a little bit or something. And he does his best. It's not super loud or anything, but
Just
there's
enough
not
to
much
be
you can do
annoying.
about it. Yeah.
Sort of like
Uh,
when someone's got like the fan blowing into their mic in party chat and it's all you can hear, right? Even though it's
Mhm.
not that loud. Same deal.
Are you flying or are you down on the ground,
How
Roki?
tall is the cave?
It's so the mouth is, I already forgot what I said, but 60, 70 feet high. Like it's a huge
Oh, okay.
mouth. of a
Yeah, I'll be
cave.
flying then.
Okay. So Roki's flying. Yaru and Torvar are both heading the ground unit. Well, and Will. And Torvar, you're used to what's the word I'm looking for? You're walking on snow, and then finally the ground is like a little firmer, and you look down, and there's your footprint, and then there's like a footprint of like if you were to put your hand up against like a professional basketball, like Giannis's hand,
Right.
and it's like there.
So I've
You can
stepped
just
into
see-
a much larger footprint.
It's like you have the foot of a toddler right now inside of
Right.
a adult's foot, and you can kind of, it's pretty like it's not fresh, but you can see the like a set leading into the cave on the side that you're at over here on this right side. And the
Okay.
closer you get to the cave, I should say that there's multiple tracks. Some peel out left, right. The closer you guys are getting. And so we'll kind of do this in chunks. If there's things you don't want to do, you're still like 60 yards away. We'll say when you first was like, oh, look at the
Can
size
I
of
get
this
down there and
footprint.
like check to see how like old they are, or what the most recent track is that I can see?
Sure, go for it. $13. That's good enough. So definitely within like the last 2 or 3 days, these tracks have been made. I mean, it's probably been over a day though, thinking, you guys got here, we're here the night, and I'm sure you guys were leery of the cave and didn't see anything coming in or out. So it's probably between a day and 3 days old. That's the freshest footprints you guys saw.
Can we have somebody like try to nature check and figure out what it is? Anyone who might be good at that?
Oh, I can dip my hand in it.
Sure.
Not proficient in nature, you homeboy.
All I can do is survival.
10.
With
No.
your
Yeah, it's
plus
probably one of those
0?
one-eyed fellows that you guys have been tracking to this cave.
It's probably one of the one-eyed fellows I was talking about earlier, fellas.
You didn't mention they were big.
Well, I mean, isn't one-eyed
You didn't,
fellows
though. That's what's
really big? How you knew what I meant when I said a big one-eyed fella?
You definitely didn't say big. You just said one-eyed.
What are
Pretty
you,
sure he said
chicken?
big.
Oh, we did.
You chicken, Yaru? Is that what I'm hearing? Big old chicken scared of the one-eyed big man?
But
Not-
lots more than just one.
Yeah. How about you go first then, since you're apparently not chicken?
I will gladly go first,
All right.
and will stroll confidently into the front door.
As he walks by
There's,
Roki,
like
Roki's gonna whisper quietly though.
Okay, so we'll get you moved over here a little bit because basically this little area is the actual entrance. And then so once you guys kind of get up to the actual where it goes from like gravel, rocks, dirt to stone, it almost immediately just dips down. Not like a 45, probably like 15, 20 degrees, which is still a pretty steep decline, but almost immediately starts to travel down into the cave. And it kind of takes a little bit for your eyes to adjust. And you kind of see it really, you can see the back wall too, but really just those little spots that the light's hitting. Most of that back wall is covered in darkness, but you can see a couple more like large outcrop. Oh, here, sorry, I can actually show you a little bit of the map. You see a couple like other rock outcroppings. They changed the icons on, there we go. So I'll give you, and you kind of see, well, actually, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Roll a perception check, and you're a human, so disadvantage unless you would have dark vision for some reason.
I do not.
Okay.
I'm taking to the air again after I check those tracks,
14.
but only like 10 feet up, 15 feet up, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of see, so there's this rocky outcropping right here, and you see it kind of looks like it's probably something that made that footprint. You see like a foot sticking out on this side over here. 1 second. Yeah, you see a footprint, or not a footprint, but like a whole, 3 foot long foot that's sticking out right here.
Okay, without speaking or saying anything, I'm going to look back to whoever's right behind me. Which
Guess
happens-
who?
Is it Torvar or Yaru?
It's
Torvar.
Torvar.
I'm gonna turn back and kind of look at him and kind of point at the foot.
And you can see it a little easier, but you also see the foot now, Torvar, after he points it out especially.
I'm having a debate with myself.
If you're not sure what to choose, roll a dice.
All right, fair enough.
I now want to look back at what I wrote for his flaws and because I don't remember.
Yeah, you know what? Like I'm looking at them now, and it's pretty clear what has to happen. Torvar's just gonna go, that's a foot.
Yelling or just like at a normal volume, like average
Like
volume?
not a normal volume, but not yelling.
An elevated volume.
An elevated volume.
It doesn't carry super far into the cave, but there's definitely, that's a foot, that's a foot, that's a foot, that's a foot.
Roki immediately flies down directly in Torvar's face and like stares at him like, you know we're being quiet, right?
Right. Sorry.
Okay. Fly back up.
What are Torvar's?
I mean, the flaw is if there's a plan, I'll forget it. If I don't forget it, I'll ignore it. That's his flaw.
All right,
Oh,
I'm going to continue into the
Forgot
cave,
about
walking along the right-hand edge.
It's so perfect.
Bill's right hand.
It's pretty difficult for you. Are you like using any light sources or anything, or just kind of feeling your way along?
Just slow and steady.
Okay, so
Groping
it's
around.
you. So here, kind of at the base, it's not like, what's the term? Not shale, but like there's pebbles everywhere. I want you to go ahead and
Gravel?
make another. Everybody's gonna make, if you're gonna walk in, you're gonna make another stealth check. Yeah, gravel essentially at the start of the decline, and you're gonna make it with disadvantage, Will, because you don't have dark vision, so it's hard to see where you're going.
Another stealth check, you say?
17. Yeah, another stealth check. If you have dark vision, it's just a straight check. If you're flying, straight check.
Oh, I still have to do a check also.
Yeah, I don't
Another
know.
one?
How,
Okay.
you'd have to do pretty poorly, but yeah. Maybe something falls out of your bag and makes a sound. But man, you either kill it or just get absolutely slaughtered by your rolls tonight.
That's how
So
all my
nothing in
rolls go
between.
since I started this character, no matter which campaign.
Who are we waiting? Start.
Oh, Stark isn't in yet, right? He's 20 feet back.
Okay, gotcha.
That's why I didn't roll for him.
Okay. So Yaru, you're wrapping around that left side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have
So
dark
you
vision,
guys,
by the by.
Yep. Will is leading the pack, and he's kind of following this right side. And especially once you kind of get around that right hand corner, and there's not any direct light that's lighting your path. I mean, you're a stealthy individual, so it's not like you're just flailing about in the dark. So you're kind of following along the wall, and it's basically you come to like you're gonna have to pull a U-turn because you've traveled all the way down. Can you see this? It's really hard for me to tell what I have and haven't revealed yet.
Yeah, is this side over here not like a path?
No, that's not. Oh, here, yeah, I can help that out a little bit. I'll just give you.
Oh, okay, got it.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah,
So
because I can't even tell what I'm revealing.
It's just like a little
But so
cubby.
you kind of feel, yeah, you feel your way around, and basically you're like, I've done a 180, and you kind of go back the way you came. So that probably took you like a full, well, not a minute, but it took you a hot second. So next in the door was Yaru, who's traveling left here, and you guys are all keeping an eye on that foot, like watching it for any sort of obvious movement. And Yaru,
I want to like
making shy eyes at those feetsies.
I'm gonna fly over above Yaru and tell him to go check out that foot and area, since you're the
You want me to do what?
only one with the dark vision, right? Or does Torvar have dark vision?
Torvar
I
should
also
have
have dark vision.
vision.
Definitely.
Yeah, should have dark vision.
Okay, well then maybe I'll actually fly over to. No, nope. I'm gonna fly over to Yaru.
It's sad when you're choosing Yaru over anybody else.
Not in this campaign yet. We're still good.
All right, so Yaru, you kind of sneak in on this left-hand wall.
What do my elf eyes see?
By the way,
Wait,
Torvar's following. He's wait for me.
Roki's gonna fly right in front of Torvar and like, hold on, he's gonna look for us real quick and come back and tell us.
So Yaru, you kind of wrap around the left wall a little bit, and you see reveal.
What do
You
my
see
elf
another
eyes see?
pretty large, like rocky outcropping. That this is basically in like the center of the room.
Okay.
Well, go ahead and roll a perception check for me, since this is an active thing.
Perception. Oh. My third eye is firmly shut.
It's Flash of Genius that, but like you ain't gonna get anything out of it.
So you follow around that left side, just locked on to. Any second now, you're gonna lock eye with the other side of that foot, and you do.
Even a crit fail is enough to not see this.
You get like right here and like freeze,
Does he
and you
see me?
see like a head that is literally like almost as big as you are, kind of off to the side, and just a unblinking eye that is looking right at you. It's unmoving as well, but it is like you turn the corner and it was like, oh.
Does it seem alive?
It
Can
doesn't
I,
have
like,
a big red X on it, so it's alive.
Can I close my eyes and open them again and re-perceive my surroundings?
Yeah, I don't know how we exactly do that, but well, you don't really. I mean, you have dark
Well, I
vision,
could
so
roll.
you can see. It's not a skill check. Well, no, it's so you freeze for like a solid 5 seconds, holding your breath, waiting for any sign of movement. And yeah, seems to be staring right at you, but there isn't any sort of movement coming from the
I'm
creature.
going to back up
Okay.
very slowly.
Okay. It
It's-
doesn't seem to track you at all or anything.
Eventually, I am going to make my way back over to Torvar and Roki. And I will use message. Well, I don't know if Rock can hear me, so I'll
Will,
wait for
you
him to
just
come
came
back.
back through your little side tunnel there.
Gonna wait for
back one like Arcane's back. Okay.
Gonna wait for Rock to come back because I don't know if he can hear me.
Torvar is a master of stealth. That's my lesson here.
All right, I'm good.
I'm going to use message. I have message, right? Hold on, let me just make sure. Yes, I use message to tell Roki that what I saw essentially.
Is it
You're
moving?
right next to him. You still have to speak to cast message. Like you
Yeah,
can
but-
whisper it, but you might as well just whisper to him.
But only he hears me, even if I speak, right?
Oh yeah. If you just wanted to tell just Roki, and go for it. Yeah.
Well, I just don't want to make
Sorry.
any audible sound to anybody else. Is all.
So to cast the message spell, there's a verbal component, which means you have to physically speak. If you're trying to if you don't want Torvar to hear you, then you still can. But the same volume will be used to cast the spell as if you just said, "Hey, Roki, there's a
Yeah,
guy
so-
over there."
What he's saying is somebody's going to hear you say words. It's just do they
Potentially,
hear,
I'm
do we
not
hear-
saying it's not guaranteed.
Right.
I mean,
Did we
yeah,
hear you say the words of casting the spell, or do we hear you say the words of
Exactly.
the message?
exactly. It's up to you. It's your decision. I just, I want you to be aware.
It's still less talking than because nobody will hear Roki's response because he doesn't actually say anything. So I will just do it anyway.
Sure.
I think I do have to whisper to respond.
But only I hear it, I think.
I believe so.
Just go with it.
Yeah,
Doesn't-
the response is like only you hear them.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna respond with, is it moving?
No. And I'll say that just normally.
So, I mean, are we here to like rid this cave, right? Or are we here to just investigate? Because I feel like aren't we here to rid this cave, so we should just ambush it? I'm
Do
gonna
you- I
fly
don't-
over to, Will.
Who's in charge of this shindig?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask some questions to Will.
Fire away, baby. I don't say.
So, what were these things doing in here? Like what? What did you? What remind me what you said about this place?
I just, there's some large one-eyed fellows causing trouble.
What kind of trouble?
Trouble.
Like murder trouble?
Well, I mean, all I know is that they just got pushed down the mountain for some reason, and that's, there's big, scary, one-eyed dudes.
Okay, but they haven't actually done anything that we know of.
I mean, they haven't done anything to me personally, if that's what you're asking.
But they've done other stuff.
Not that I know of.
So why are they big, scary, one-eyed creatures? Why are they scary?
I mean, they're like friggin' tall and they have one eye. What do you mean?
That's racist.
Who's sorry, name off your guys' passive perceptions for me, just so I'm aware.
Roki is 13. Stark is 14.
Okay. Has Stark made it into the cave, or is he still chilling out a little bit?
If we're all where we're at, he is probably still chilling.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. I mean, he's probably up to the entrance now, like to this one.
Gotcha.
I have 12 passive perception.
12 passive. Yaru, Torvar?
I think I have
Sorry,
14.
perception? Passive?
14.
Passive perception, 14.
13.
Okay. Yaru, since you are closest to the sound, as well as you have a pretty good passive perception. You definitely can't pinpoint it by any means, but definitely from somewhere in this cavern, you just hear, like, Duke will love this, like rather obnoxious chewing. Like if I just had myself a sloppy Joe right in the mic.
Do you know what a sophisticated person calls a sloppy Joe?
A sandwich?
Sloppy Jonathan.
An untidy Joseph.
That's stupid.
Okay. I really wish JD was here because I have no one to converse with for like a good.
Can be
line
relied
character.
on to do anything normal.
Yes.
Just call him. It's not late in San Francisco.
Yeah, but he's probably busy. He's not even online on Discord, so.
Literally, we should call him and be like, JD, I know you couldn't play D&D tonight, but you're gonna have to play anyway.
I can rely on none of these fools.
Screw it. I don't care. Whatever.
Famous last words.
I mean, we'll see.
The neutral alignment caucus will do anything.
I will say I've been a little
Is
more.
Roki still right next to me?
Yeah, Roki is going through an internal dialogue right now. He's thinking.
I'm gonna lean over and go, Do you want me to slit its throat?
That didn't help the internal conversation at all. Thank you.
Wouldn't be on your hands.
No, it would because I'm part of this group.
You can just say it wasn't you, it was me.
I still think we need to talk to them, to see what they're doing and to see if they can be, if any information can be gleaned from them before we murder them.
We could take
And
a
I think
hostage.
I think it would be best to start with the first one asking questions rather than murdering and then asking questions.
Are we going to talk as in, and again, still whispering here, as in interrogate? Or are we going to talk as in peacefully, naively wake them up and then get eaten?
I mean, that middle one, the peacefully one, minus the eaten part. I feel like all of us could take on one and then interrogate him, but like, how are you wanting to interrogate him?
Hold the knife. I mean, this guy's, you know. you
How
just-
about, can you tie his like hands and legs up?
without him waking?
Preferably.
We can try that. Where do I start? Feet or hands?
You pick.
Dealer's choice.
I'll try to tie up his feet.
Okay. So especially the farther into the cave you go, it's not complete darkness, so you can still see, you'll be able to do this, but you make your way along that right wall. And what was your second stealth check? 17. So you kind of make your way along the right wall all the way up to him. And he basically, so this creature laying on his back still like comes up to like belly button.
Yeah.
Is a massive humanoid creature. And it doesn't, like, you don't even, what did you say you were going to tie up first?
His feet.
Okay. So you get to that foot that everybody initially saw, and you get ready to like get the other one, and it's just like raw snapped flesh. There is no other foot. It's like it's just it's gone.
Oof.
And now, since you're like right here looking at it,
Oh my
I mean,
god.
this thing is covered in blood. Like it's like its intestines have been ripped open, and you would grab the left foot and was going to grab the right and like get them close together so you could tie. And you started that and then saw all this, and it hasn't made a move at all. This thing is dead. And you just hear like a rock from deeper in the cave kind of get kicked a little bit. And
Oh?
yeah, like a Tim Allen.
Tim Allen here.
Yeah, from
Oh?
deeper in the cave.
I'm gonna look back to Torvar and say, did you do this?
You are how far away from
You're
Torvar?
really far away from Torvar.
Yeah.
25 feet. Gonna have to shout
Well,
that.
whatever
That's about a yell.
the Tim Allen dude in the cave hadn't quite picked you up yet, but as soon as you go back to converse with Torvar, it's almost like it like bursts your eardrums. Get away from him! And you don't see whatever is farther into the cave. You just see like all these rocks not like a ton of rocks, but you see several rocks get like kicked towards you. And let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and roll initiative right here. And this is where we're going to call it tonight, but the element of surprise is gone. So I initially had a red X on this guy, and I was like, hey, I'm going to just show like a little bit of his foot. So I got rid of the red X, and I thought, nah, that's kind of weird. And I forgot to put it back, but it played out nicely.
Nice.
And I would have put that, or I would have given you guys more heads up,
Ooh,
but
nice.
you sent the only dude without dark vision to do this. So.
Hey man, he sent himself.
Look, I have an advantage on initiative rolls now, and I crit the first one.
Nice. I forgot to select my token, but I have posted a 24. 13.19. What are we doing here?
I think I had the dex thing checked on.
Can you change mine
Okay.
to 21?
Yeah.
Manueli.
I will let
Yaru.
JD roll his initiative when he on our next session.
Okay. 24. Ba-ba-ba.
So I picked up this spell.
Oh, I need to configure your token too.
I picked up this spell. It's my upgrade only for Torvar.
I think I think it would be funnier if your initiative modifier was 3.1416.
Okay, so
That would be
click
good.
on you.
So I'm excited to use it in this encounter. This
Me
Torvar
too.
spell.
Initiative.
What spell?
All right, he won't say yet.
Oh, okay. It's a special spell.
Well,
It's a
it's not that
secret.
special. I can say it. I don't think it will cause waves or anything. It's called Heroism. It gives you temporary hit points on every time your turn comes up.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Can't say I've ever used it, but
Hell yeah.
definitely.
I wanted
So-
to use it on.
I'm just gonna
Whoever-
send Torvar into battle and say, "Hey,
Yeah, no, I
just
will
go
run directly into the fray.
Swing
We're gonna
over
do that
there
anyway, but
Yeah. So every time it's your turn, you'll get temporary hit points, like refreshed.
is it just a dice roll for how many I get?
That's a good question. Let me post it and we can read it.
I'm pretty sure it's just a base roll, or not a roll, a base amount.
Base number,
I could be
yeah.
wrong.
Like your modifier.
Oh, you're also immune to being
Yeah.
frightened.
Your
Equal to my
spellcasting ability-
spellcasting
ability
ability
modifier.
modifier.
To Yaru's.
Mine, so
Oh.
16. Right?
Well,
No.
what's your modifier?
No, that's
Hold
your
on.
save,
Three?
your modifier.
Is that the spell attack bonus?
Wow, 3 of you are above 20, huh?
3.
You're-
No. It's
Oh
your
wait, you're in there.
Whatever
charisma.
your spellcasting ability thingy is, what's your modifier for it? So if you're like charisma
Oh.
or wisdom,
It's the lower number, right? It's not the big number.
it's the
Not the big
it's the
number.
larger number,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the font larger.
It says it's
number.
not 20, it's 5.
Five's
it-
still pretty good every
it-
turn.
If it wasn't 20, if it was 20, man, that would be overpowered. But yeah,
Yeah, no, that would be broken.
No,
But
I have-
five's pretty good.
I have max charisma.
Okay.
I am
Yeah.
dripping in charisma.
Well, like I said, 5
Look
every
how
turn.
good
That's
that's
pretty
done,
hot.
Yaru.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Doc?
So look how much dripping in charisma has helped you in recent events.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's always helped me, except for that one time it didn't. The one time I don't roll well when I absolutely had to.
60% of the time it works every time.
No, I would say 80% of the time. Like I think I have an 80% track record. at this
80%
point.
it works, 60% of the time.
No,
You guys are
80%.
getting kind of beefy.
80% of the
Torvar's
time
at 82 health.
it works. I am definitely not beefy.
What am I up to? Yeah,
But-
no, I'm at 50.
And like the other campaign, I have acquired greater invisibility in this campaign.
Ooh.
So
Very
I will
nice.
be using 2
Okay.
turns to cast heroism and spiritual weapon, and then I am gone.
Okay.
Let's see here. I need to make sure I write this stuff down. 'cause it'll be 3 months
Will's
before we
token
play.
does not have a name in our turn order, by the way.
We'll figure it out.
Oh. Let me-
All right. Thanks, Coffee, for watching, and whoever else watched. I am closing down the stream for tonight.
Token bar up? That's not what I want. How about now?
Yep.